When I catch the wave, I think I'm a mermaid in the water. I forget I have problem. I think I live in the water. First name is Khadjou Sambe, but everybody say Khadjou. I live in Senegal, and I live in the side and the water where everybody surfing. I start surfing 13 when I started surfing. I am the country Muslim. And sometimes it's so difficult for the one girl start surfing. Everybody talking so much. I have the little problem with my family and I stopped to surfing for 2 years. My uncle, my cousin, my brother, all he's surfing. And all the time I see everybody go surfing, I say, why not go surfing? And I don't see the girl for surfing. The surf is not for the guys, it's for everybody. But when you don't know nobody in the water and you need to come surfing in the water, it's so difficult.
I mean, if you don't want to wear a hood, I wouldn't. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, because I don't. Well,
That's a 3-2. This is a 4-3. No, this one is, okay, this ain't Santa Cruz. So you don't need that. You don't need that down here. I'm glad we ain't in contest mode. I always got to be teasing her about how long she takes. I surfed by myself for 35 years. And I noticed that there was, little to no references about black women surfers. I'm from Kansas, so we don't have beaches out there. So for us, that was like fantasy land. When we moved from Kansas City, the first thing I wanted to do was go to the beach. And Santa Cruz was the very first place my mom took us. We didn't even go to Disneyland. We went to Santa Cruz first. And as soon as I saw the beach, that was it. I was in love. I was done. And I wanted to be a pro surfer. There was no one that looked like me. So I had to become the person that I needed for everybody else. So I created Black Girl Surf.
Who is the founder and director of Black Girl Surf?
I was just searching West Africa and I fell upon this camp called Malika. And there I could see this black woman in every single picture holding a board. And I'm like, wait a minute, who is this girl? And I finally got a hold of the camp and they told me it was Khadjou. And so we immediately sent her an invitation. And it took us 2 years to get her to the United States. Khadjou is now maybe my 7th or 8th trainee. I took it upon myself to take my pension from my Coast Guard and put this on these kids. They need a sponsorship package. They need something they can present to countries. And when you have people in developing countries, there was no way they were going to be able to be seen. So the best thing to do is pick you up from your country and bring you here to California. Where in the world is better to be seen than California waters when it comes to surfing? Here we go, paddle. Come on, Khadjou. Oh no, why are you paddle battling on the worst ways? I was about to lose my coaching mind. Let's go, who's on it? Let's go.
Rhonda Harper is helping so much of your contest going in the WSL, and it's not easy. Coming to different country and training you, give you somewhere you're living, eating, drinking, moving you all the time. It's not easy. The first time I come here, I stay 1 month. Something is difficult for me because I don't understand so much here. Different food, different place, different tradition, and different language.
Women just want to be there. We just want to be included. We just want to be in the conversation. We just want to be seen and respected in the water just like everybody else. And when you're somebody of color, you even want that even more because you figure, hey, I earned my stripes. Like I learned this sport, right? And so I want to go out and have some fun. But if you go out and people aren't accepting of who you are, then you have problems in the water and you're not going to want to go back. What we deal with every time we go out is some degree of localism. There's a guy that not even up decides that he wants to continue on that same wave with her and grab her leash and yank it. And I mean, when he yanks it, he yanks it. As a coach, my instinct was to let this guy have it. Now, she's cognizant of it. She goes and moves, and now she's not even catching as many waves as she is because you've just killed all of her joy. It just dawned on me like, yeah, we have to go through this all the time. We need to get her on her stretches so she knows how to stretch before she gets in. Let's take her through like you're doing her at a surf camp. Is that possible? Can I get that out of you? All right. You already know what the problems are. So just assess them with her, right? This is the comeback to her.
I go my country, I take more girls, people of color, for start to surfing and come with me. And I'm gonna say here, you're gonna have big experience. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, just standing there and having the conversation about our hair and about how we're talked about within our family and within our own culture because they think that surfing is just an all-white sport.
After the time, I'm fighting, and now look at me, I am here and I'm training.
There are people calling us from everywhere. Like, how do we get in touch? How can we help? The impact now, just her alone, has been phenomenal. There's the potential out there of black surfers. We just have to go and reach it.